All right, so welcome back to another tutorial on creating our little tiny note application. So yeah, let's just do a quick recap. So what we have done so far is we implemented Google OAuth, as well as I think that's about it. But we also implement the AWS, is where we'll actually like store store the store the image, store the thumbnail, and I think rest of things should be alright. Okay, so now let me go ahead and get stuff started. So today what we'll do is we'll finish implementing this new so basically I'm gonna comment this part out. Basically start to implementing the new note feature, so finish that off, and then we'll also implement the view note feature. And then we'll implement view. And the final part is I want to talk about building our own OAuth server. Maybe not a server, it's just like kind of different route, but building our own OAuth platform. We'll see how that be really interesting to implement as well. All right, so let's get going. So here you can see this is our new route when we try to visit. So now what we will do is we'll use Bootstrap's form, and then I will go ahead and put it there. So this is messed up again. Okay. And then I think this also needs to be class form control. Not exactly sure. Okay, well, here's my attempt. And then we'll just give an ID. Actually, we don't even need to give an ID. We'll have an ID here. So this is like where you would type your notes. And then we'll also give a room for title. So input, this is text. Name is title. Not gonna give an ID. Class is form control. Not form. I don't think. Okay, I probably need to wrap everything into a container. Okay, now let's try refresh again. And now everything's kind of like sized. Got some margin on both sides. And then here, keep it simple. Let's just give a placeholder called title. We will actually need a form tag here to represent that we're actually doing a form. And then not gonna give action, though method going to equals to post. What else? I also need to give an ID called form. Okay, so we give a get the title. Let's get a description, I guess. I'm just gonna copy and paste it here. Text area. And then this will close off. Something like this. Resize it. The placeholder just going to be description. And then let's see, we also have the image URL here, so we need to create a upload. Input upload. Oops. Let me just not do the shortcut. Type is upload. Name is image. To take a look what's the name I give it. Whoops. Here you go. I upload S3. I guess I will delete that anyway. Yeah, image. And then this also need to have an ink type, mode type part because we are doing the file processing. What else do we have? Let's see. I also have the status, so it consists of radio button. So let's see. I'm just gonna grab straight from the Bootstrap website. So documentation, components, form. Okay, sample select. I'm gonna use this. Oops, too far. All right. Okay. So here I'm just gonna say status. So there will be 3 status: public, value going to equals to, let's see, public. Then we got unlisted. So it won't display public search. The user must have the specific URL in order to read it. And finally, private. These work just like when you're uploading a YouTube video, basically. And then not multiple. Status. Then gonna be status as well. And then finally, we'll create a button. Type submit. Class is button primary. I'm just gonna say submit. All right, let's refresh and see what do we got. All right. So let's see. Oh shoot, it's not upload, it's file. My bad. And then we don't need a label. Okay. All right. Button prime. Maybe this class is wrong. Who knows? Oh, I didn't spell class correctly. All right. So, but before this form actually gets submitted, we'll do something different. Here we'll just say document. Actually, here's what we'll say. We'll just give an onClick here. So here we'll create a function called submit. Alright, and then when it's onClick, we'll actually just direct them to submit function. And then there's just gonna be a button. Okay. And then here, we'll go add the following. We'll go say var form equals document.getElements by ID form. And then we're gonna create an input. We'll create input elements. And then here we're just going to set some attributes. Set some attributes. Name is going to be content. And then notice that we cannot actually like submit the thing. We cannot actually do that. We need to submit the content. So name is content. And then we also need to give a type. It's hidden, so they don't actually see this because we need to layer a type to the form. Input, that's the attribute. And then one final thing is the actual value. We give the name, give the type, and give actual value. It's window dot editor dot get value, get data. Get data basically gonna give the HTML representation of whatever type is here, and then finally, I'm gonna say form dot submit. There might be an efficient way to do this, but here's just a way that I think will be most useful to us. All right. So now let's go ahead and implement what happened when the file actually gets submitted. So this is a new. So let's go to the new. And here just say if request that method equals to post, otherwise. All right. So here's what we'll do. We'll go ahead get everything first. We don't need to necessarily do that. I mean, that's better if we can just get everything we need, and then insert in the form later. So here's what we'll do. We'll actually first upload to the S3 first. And then let's just put request here. Okay. And then here is where we'll go ahead and generate a random code. Have I imported that? All right. So I'm gonna generate a random code, and it's gonna be here. And we're gonna loop it. We're gonna check if the code is already in. We're gonna check the code if the code is already how do I say that? If the code is already in the database, because it's code it need to be unique. It's sort of like the YouTube URL. It's like youtube.com or youtube.b slash some code there. It's gonna be similar to that. And in here, it's just gonna say row equals to c.execute select star from notes where no ID equals ID. ID is ID. Let's see the code actually. It's code, and then in here we'll just say fetch all. Of course, it's gonna be a comma here. Okay. So basically, if you forgot, this is a Sql Select Query. Basically, select everything from this note, but with a constraint that the node ID, this must be equals to this code. So that's if it's empty, then that means we don't have this code already existed. And then here, you can just if the length of the row equals 0, break. We're actually going to put this in here. All right. So it's going to repeatedly run until the length of the row is 0. Maybe not the most efficient way to do it, but here's a way that I come from. And then as long as there are not too much people using it, usually it's rarely have an opportunity that it didn't break, it loops through the second time. Usually just break out immediately because got 10 digits. That's how it's basically 36 to the 10th power. That's really impossible to meet the second. All right. So then, if we get everything set up correctly, we're gonna say c.execute. In here, we're gonna do an insert query, insert to notes, and then we're gonna say content status, image URL, title, description, node ID, user ID, values, content status. Oops. Content status image let's see, image title disk node ID user ID. Alright, and now I'm gonna put the content here. Contents is request.form.get contents. I'm just gonna single quote this. So getting the corresponding name, and then status, with the request.form.get status, image going to be equals to URL, title is going to equals to request.form.get title, description going to equals to request.form.get description quickly, no ID, and then no ID equals to this code we generated. I'm not sure would this work. I think I'm not sure. Let me global node just in case. Global code just in case. I'm not sure how global works actually. Let me just see if it works. And then user ID is to request is session bracket user ID. Alright. And then conduct comments. And then for now, just gonna say return success. Alright. And then, so something I need to fix is I need to double check if my AWS, the S3 thing, that actually works. Is actually working. So like last time I believe it didn't work because now I know why, because I forgot to change some settings. Apparently I cannot change the status of a file to public if I change the entire bucket to like private. So let me change that. Loading bucket. This is it. I need to double check the access. I need to change the access really quick. Permission, I believe. Block all public access. Okay, I think it works correctly. Yeah, let's just try this out, I guess. Let's try this out. Alright. Give it a sec. Alright. So now we will say hello world. Nice to meet you. Choose one of my image. But download folder is a mess. I'm just choose a sunshine image. Public. Submit. Message not allowed. Alright. So here we're just gonna say message equals to get and post. Refresh again. Hello world. Nice to meet. Success. We did see success. All right. Well, this is how I expected actually. Let's go back. Okay. Alright, so let's see. It got none, that means this description, yeah. So name title for some reason. Change to description. What's the image URL? Open the notes. I don't think it's gonna work. Let me just open a bash. Okay, does work. See, this is the code, user ID. Content is no as well. Okay. This is weird. Okay, so there is some issue. First of all, I need to figure out why this image is not working. Okay, that because we didn't do it. Okay. Let's see here. Alright, let's start to do some debug. So in here, we'll just say nope bracket 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do a quick refresh. Oh, wait. I should write the part. Just a sec. I should go back to SRAM to get all of these like prefix URLs. You know, we're probably going to do view note in the next video, just to keep this video a little bit moderately short. Let's see. Okay. So, let's just double check, see if the image works. Okay, or not. Because if I click this link, yep, it downloaded. Alright. So I'm just going to copy this prefix part. Paste it here. Let's do a quick refresh now. Huh. Could you not get it? The links looks good. Forbidden? What do you mean by forbidden? Okay. Oh. Because I downloading here for... Yeah, I don't know why I said forbidden here. I will have to take a look at that. Okay, why do you just... I mean, duh, you would get forbidden if you just visit the root URL. But... okay, this is something I would take a look at. For some reason, it doesn't work. Ah, so many problems. Alright, let's see. So now let me take a look when we create a new application. So there's no like programmatic error. It's just like, oh, well, I mean, there is programmatic error, and why? So let me try debug it, and then we'll think about what the hell is that doing. Just a bit. Okay, so it does get the data. I mean, it does get the form. Then for some reason cannot get the contents. Okay, in here I'm just gonna say return this. So let's see what we would return. Okay. Should this Discord image instead? Public. Hi. Okay, I hope at least I fixed the description part. So click on submit. Return it none. Okay. That means it's none. So for some reason we cannot get the form. For some reason. Okay, well this is common. It's really common. Well, I guess I would take a look against my source code, and then I would tell you guys why this doesn't work in the next video. So sorry about that, but hope you enjoyed this video. If you did like it, please smash the like button and subscribe button as well. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.